Oh, that's where
I went. Oh, this is a new one.
Frag the Gemara. Mai shna de Araisa.
We just finished Chazering.
We just chazed it over. So, Mai shna de Araisa. What's the difference between the Torah, the lawyers, the Azah, the Nevi'e, as the Azda? Right. So, what's the difference that it only said by the Nevi'im that the world shook? It didn't say anything by the Torah that the world shook. So, the Gemara is asking a very obvious question, probably, right? So why did the world shake when Yonas and Ben Uziel was writing the Torah, but when Uncle Saget was writing the Nevi'im, when Uncle Saget was writing the Torah down, like the world didn't shook. So what's the difference? That's what the Gemara is asking. Mefarsha milsa the Nevi'ah, the Araisa mefarsha milsa. Because the Torah is just explaining the words. The Nevi'ah, ika mile de mefarshen, v'ika mile de mistamen. In the Torah, it's just basically explaining the words. When it came to Nevi'im, it's actually bringing out hidden meanings. Once you brought it to Aramish, there were like hidden meanings that were brought out, like secrets,
Some things that weren't clear.
that was brought out, which makes the whole thing understood. Why, the ksuvim would be problematic, because over there is like stuff that we don't want to just like put out there on the table. The ksiv, right? So now the Gemara is going to bring us a proof of what we're talking about. Bayom hahu, on that day, this is a pasuk. Yigdal hamesped b'Yushalayim, kemisped hadad rimayin bevikas Megiddo. On that day, the hesped, the morning was in Yerushalayim was bigger than the morning of hadad rimayin in the valley of Megiddo. Frag the Gemara v'amar of Yosef. Ilmele Targuma the Haikra Lo Yadana. It's not a question. Rabbi Yosef was saying, Ilmele, without this Targum of this pasuk, Lo Yadana, my Kamar B'Yamahu. Yaske Misbede B'Shlayim. Right? We wouldn't know what this hesped is talking about. Hadadriman. Kemispede the Achav, because now we're explaining what actually happened here, what we're talking about. When we say the hesped of the morning of Hadad Riman, this wasn't somebody that we were actually mourning. This was somebody that got Kemispede the Achav, Bar Amri. The Kotel Yosei Hadad Riman ben Tavriman, Beramis Gilad. Like the morning of Achav ben the son of Amri, who was killed by Hadadriman ben Tavriman. So I guess he was some sort of emperor, that killed people in those days. Berama is Gilad, which is the place. Uchemisbede the Ishay bar Aman the Katel Yosei Pari Chagira bebikas Megiddo. Pari Chagira, I think, is like the lesser pari, the smaller pari, limping. I think Artsville said the lame, which they didn't mean that he's just not cool. They just meant that he was
missing
limping
a foot. He's
the hinkadika, I think you say in Yiddish, right? So the pari that was limping in Bikas Megiddo, so he went and killed this person. Now this is Daniel. This is a separate pasuk. That was a period right after the Megiddo, and then next thing. And I, Daniel is speaking now. I myself saw as Hamara. So Daniel saw a vision, and the people with him did not see the vision. Avol, aber, charode gedoyle nafla aleihem, vayivrechu behechove. So Daniel was walking with these other unknown people that we're going to see later who they were. And he saw a vision. They didn't see the vision. But they still got frightened and ran away, and not just ran away, but they hid themselves. Frek the Gemara, mein ninhu anoshim. Who are these people exactly? Like, who are his... Amr Rabbi Yirmiyah v'Tema Rabbi Chia ba'Abba Zechage Zechayim Malachi. So Rabbi Chia ba'Abba says, these people were very special people named Chage Zechayim Malachi, Nevi'im. Inhu Adife Minei, V'ihu Adif Minaihu. So, he was on a higher level than them, and they were on a higher level than him. In different respects. We're going to clarify. Inhu Adife Minai, they were on a higher level than him. I don't want to translate literally better because it just feels wrong. The Inhu Nevi'eh. They were Nevi'im. So they were on a higher level of Nevuah. The Ihu Lav Navi, Ihu Adif Minaihu.
The Ihu Lav Navi, he's not a
The Ihu Lav Navi, right. The Inhu Nevi'eh, the Ihu Lav Navi.
Take a chill, Shmuley, it's okay.
What's wrong?
It's just a ring.
Yeah.
Just a ring. Okay, it's okay.
Fine, listen, Chaim is not here, everything's different.
Give him some vape.
Right, so they're on a different level than him, he's on a different level than them, and they were all on a tremendous level. Like, we're not saying that any of them was on a not very high level. Okay, so they're Nevi'im, and he's not a Navi. Ihu Adav Minaihu, he's on a higher level than them. The Ihu Chaza, because he saw this vision, and they didn't see this vision. V'inhu Loi Chazu. Right? Are we all following so far? That makes sense? This Haggadah Gemara is like flows, like very,
Well, we know he wasn't like him, that's what we know.
Well, we know that they're both on different levels. It's hard to understand because you're saying he's on a higher level than them, so he saw a vision. They're on a higher level than him because they're Nevi'im. V'chi me'achad lechazu my time ibisihu.
They didn't see, why were they afraid?
Right, well, why were they afraid? We ended off telling this anecdote by saying that they were afraid and they ran away. So if they didn't see the vision, why did they get scared? And for the Gemara, Afa gav the inhu loy chazu, mazlaihu chazu. Even though they didn't see this vision, their mazel saw this vision. Amr Ravina, Shma Mino. So Ravina says, from this we learn, Shma Mino.
We understand.
Hai man demibas, somebody, a person who gets scared, Afal gav the ihu loy chazi, maz lechaze. So the Gemara is saying that sometimes a person just gets scared. And you get scared, but you didn't see anything that made you scared. So the Gemara is saying that your mazel saw this check balance or whatever it was, the checking account balance or the mortgage, due, whatever you saw, or some monster.
No, mortgage, that's Iyu Chazi, that's him seeing it. That's not him not seeing it. Not seeing it is something spooky there.
He saw something spooky, right? So, but you didn't see it. So then, Maitakante. So now the beautiful thing is the Gemara is going to tell us what to do when we get scared. So how do we fix this? What do we do? And for the Gemara, Likrei Kriyashma. You say Kriyashma. You're scared, you say Kriyashma.
First pusik all three.
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, that's
Da fragen Adaim. Wie koim bim Mokem hat neufes. If you're standing in a place where you just can't say Shema, sometimes you're standing in a place that it's dirty over there, or it smells over there, or for other reasons you can't think. Linshoif miduchte arba garmide. You jump from there or fly from there. You get yourself out of there. Arba garmide for amas. Right. Arba garmide, I think it means for amas. V'iloi lema, and if not, you say heicha iza dvei tavchi shmina minoi. if you can't, if you're not you don't have the opportunity to run away, or the whole place smells, or you just like it.
Famous Ramayach jail story.
Oh, with the bulkhead, yeah.
Bucket of a bathroom. You know the story? They're
Great
sitting there and they started dancing around. Why are they dancing around him? Because first they're sitting there. They can't learn. They can't learn because there's a potty inside. So eventually they start dancing. Why
They had the bucket in the middle. That was the
middle of the
bathroom.
jail, so they couldn't learn. For them, that was the where's that. They couldn't daven. Eventually they dance around because also dacht man auch dienen. Now we can serve Hashem through a different way. So they start dancing around. The guard says, "These Jews are so happy. I'm going to punish them. I'll take out the bucket. They took out the bucket. Now they could learn and daven." Yeah.
Yeah, it was Amos.
So what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Amos?
Viloi lema. Oh, and if not, then you just say this short pasuk. Hachi Iza, this tzigala, this goat.
Yeah.
It's not a pusik. It's like a.
I know now.
like
I meant it in a joking
saying.
way. Yeah,
The saying. Yeah.
Hachi Iza, this tzigala, right? This goat is
Yeah,
Iza.
this goat at
The
the
Veit
slaughterhouse.
Havche from the slaughterhouse. Veit Havche. Shmina Minai is fatter than me, which it's not always the case. Sometimes you're fatter than the goat, but it means it's sweeter. It's more geschmack.
More juicy.
It's
Like
it's
goat-
it's some kind of formula, some kind of I mean, whatever.
Lachash.
Some kind of lachash, as they call it. Some kind of not magic, but some kind of epis. Yeah.